Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day. So I am Dr. Muhammad Nasir Abdullah, Senior Lecturer from School of Mathematical Science, College of Computing, Informatics and Mathematics, Universiti Teknologi MARA. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to construct a box and whisker plot, or simply Boxplot, using R programming, especially look into a ggplot2 package, right? So the learning outcome of this video is, after completing this topic, you should be able to construct a box plot using R programming, interpret the information present in the box plot, compare the data value between different categories or group, and lastly, to understand how to represent data using box plot. So basically, box plot is a 5-number summary graph. Is 5 number summaries includes a small value, which is minimum value, first quartile, median, which is quartile number 2, second quartile, third quartile, and the largest value of the measurement, which is maximum value. So we do need to calculate interquartile range as well in the box plot to understand, to compute the outlier in the data set. So box plot can determine the shape of data distribution and also can determine if there any outlier in the data set. Basically, box plot specially designed for quantitative data, so we can know the distribution or shape of the data. So this is an example of box plot. The first one here is a minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and the last one is maximum value. And others value that outside the box plot is considered as outlier, whether it is a mild outlier or extreme outlier. So in the ggplot package, we're going to use geom boxplot function. So this is an example of geom boxplot, right? So we have many arguments to be used. Let's look at the RStudio for the demonstration purposes, right? So this is a boxplot. The purpose to see the data distribution for single continuous variable. Let's use library mass, MASS, for the data birth weight, right? So if you don't have the library, you need to install it first by clicking package, install, and type MASS, right? And then click install, right? So once you already install, you need to call the library mass. So now let's look at how to construct simple box plot for the raw data from the raw data. So I'm going to use ggplot, right? ggplot function. I'm going to use birth weight. So let's look at the birth weight first. Birth weight data. This is a raw data. So we have basically low age, LWT, race, small until birth weight lah. So this is the data set. We need to specify the data set, and our aesthetic Y will be BWT, which is the continuous variable. So then we're going to input specify the geom box plot. That's all. So we need to geom box plot, open and close bracket lah. So then we will get a box plot for single continuous data. Let's try using empty cars dataset. So empty car dataset is a ready-made dataset in R, right? So I'm going to use empty cars, and then I'm going to store this data into data 1 because I don't want to disturb the original data. So let's look at the structure of data 1, right? So basically CYL, VS, AM, gear, and carburetor should be a categorical data. So I'm going to change the categorical data to S vector by using dplyr package. So this is the mutate function. Now I already changed it to vector level. So now to construct a simple box plot plot, right? So simple box plot. Let's say I'm going to use mpg variable. So my data aes y equal to mpg, and I'm going to add another argument which is geom box plot. So I will get the geom box plot for the mpg dataset, mpg variable. So if I want to make it to rotate the box plot, so for the easiness of reading the graph, so I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to add coordination flip. So I'm going to flip the box plot. So this is the minimum and this is the maximum, and we have one outlier, right? So next, what else we want to do? Let's say I want to add the title and axis label, right? So as we already learned in previous video, which is a box bar chart, to add the title we just need to add gg title. So I'm going to copy that one and plus gg title. So this is a box plot showing distribution of miles per gallon, right? So I will get the title. So to get the axis title, let's say y axis title, so it's the same thing, right? So I'm going to put plus y lab should be miles per gallon. So it should be mile per gallon, right? So this is very easy to use function in using ggplot. So let's say if you look at the box plot, we have outlier here. So we want to change the size of the outlier. So to make to clearly see the outlier point, right? So now we can use the function, the previous function. In geom box plot, I'm going to add another argument which is outlier dot shape. So outlier dot shape, I'm going to use 23. So if you notice, it will change it to shape 23. So this is also same as PCH in base R. So if you look at the shape that we have, 0 is square. Maybe I should find something more clear. So maybe this one is okay. 0 is square, 1 by default is circle, 23 is square, but it's a diamond with fill, right? So now since the diamond with fill, I can add some color, outlier dot color. Maybe I'm going to put it as red. So it will put the color of the border should be red, and let's say I want to fill in the outlier fill should be, let's say I'm going to put as pink color, so it will put as pink color. So if you zoom this one, maybe it's too small, maybe later we will adjust the size. This is pink color with outline red outline. So let's say I'm going to increase the size, outlier dot size equal to, maybe I put as 5, so it become bigger, and I can make it transparent, maybe outlier dot alpha equal to 0.4, so it become transparent, right? So this is how to adjust the outlier in the box plot. Next step, maybe you want to ignore the outlier in box plot. So how to ignore the outlier? Very simple. Instead of we care about the outlier shape or outlier field, we just use outlier dot shape equal to NA. So it will remove the outlier inside on the box plot, right? Next, what we can do is to change the line type of the box. So we can also change the line type of the box. For example, I can copy this one again. I put line type equal to 2, for example. So it will change it to 2. And we can put its size equal to 2. It will increase the size. Maybe I want it to be smaller, 0.5. It become more smaller, right? So that is for changing the size, the line type. Maybe we can sizing the maybe sizing the line already done. So marking the minimum and maximum line in Boxplot. So remember, in Boxplot we have minimum and maximum. In base package, it's already marked the line. So in ggplot, it removed the line of marking minimum and maximum. We can add again by adding another function. So maybe this one I add stat underscore boxplot. So geom equal to error bar, right? Then error bar, so and then add plus, so it will add the line. So I can adjust the size as well. Width equal to 0.09, for example. So it will adjust the line. Okay. Alright, I think that's all for part 1. Right, so we will continue on part 2, where part 2 we will discuss on the box plot by group. So how to color the box plot, how to produce box plot by group, and so on. Okay, I think that's all. See you on next video. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.